Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to 6 Feet Apart. I'm joined here, as always, by my co-host, Willem. How are you?
What's up? What's up? I'm doing pretty good.
Man, so you saw that PS5 reveal?
Yeah, it looks like an intense Wi-Fi router.
Bro, you know those like tower fans?
Yeah,
I just saw something. This guy's like, "Yo, I already got my PS5," and it's just a tower fan, and it's like it can't play any games, but the airflow is great.
yeah. All the PS5 memes that just showed up literally right after is crazy. It's so crazy. Like someone just has a piece of styrofoam attached to a Wii, and they're just like, "Look, my PS5."
Yeah, man. No, we totally all saw it coming. Yeah, that's fucking hilarious.
Oh
But
my god.
it's also a duckbill. Yeah, it does have that look to it.
Oh, I see the tower fan one. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it does look exactly like a tower fan.
it does, man. I like how they have both the like the disc version and like the digital download version. So like one's a little more
Wait.
sleeker.
Oh, okay. I guess yeah, one's a little bit bigger because it had to have a drive bay or whatever.
Yeah. But this one, like, you can only expand the memory through like special SD cards, I think.
Yeah, no, like with their new data controller, it's like a lot more difficult. You can't just get any run of the mill stuff.
So that's so elitist. I
Yeah.
hate that. But did you see the like the what's the Xbox one called again? The Xbox.
I don't know. It just looks like a fridge. That's all I
It
know.
does look like a fridge, yeah. But that one you can put like hard drives into, and I'm like, you know.
Yeah, no, like apparently the Xbox is going to have better graphics performance, but the PlayStation is going to have much faster storage. Oh, so it's called the Xbox Series X.
Okay, the Series
Wow,
X. Okay,
what a name.
it's super creative. Although PS5 isn't much more creative, I'd have to
That's
say.
true, but at least it follows the same naming scheme. It didn't
Yeah,
go Xbox, Xbox 360, and then Xbox One.
yeah. And then what? Project
And then like
Scorpio. Yeah,
yeah, and then I think there was an Xbox One X too. Like, come on, get your naming together.
yeah, man. Um, which one would you rather get?
Uh, I mean, my first console was the PlayStation 2, so I just got to stay loyal to, the memories, and I got to go with the PlayStation.
I just like Sony as a brand better. They've done me less dirty than Microsoft.
That's true.
um, but yeah, I honestly think that the new Xbox looks like super cool though. How it has like the kind of like dented fan in the top.
It does look pretty cool. It just looks like a PC.
It's also true. It's also true. Um, people are starting to hang out now. Like quarantine is slowly lifting. It's great to be in
Yeah.
phase two. 100%.
Let's hope it stays here and we don't have like a bad stage two, and then it's like, oh, back to being locked in our rooms for another few months.
Oh man. Well, I think if anything like that was to happen, that won't happen till like the next flu season.
Yeah, well, let's hope.
Yeah, man. Oh man. I mean, let's hope not. Exactly.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I saw like on TikTok, the best social media platform, that like David Dobrik's like hanging out with people again. So that might mean we get more vlogs sometime soon. Yay.
I'm I've been missing my David Dobrik videos,
Yeah,
so
man. Didn't he used to
I
like
look
upload
forward to
three
it.
times a week at one point?
Yeah, no, he's uploading 3 times a week for a very, very long time. I mean, he started getting really famous this past year,
Yeah.
so he cut down a little bit, but his like guest appearances on other channels and stuff went up. So, I mean, in terms of content, it was around the same.
Hmm. Have you heard of this new like platform called like Quibi? Like it's
Um,
QUIBI.
no, I haven't.
It's like it's so basically everyone wants to like create their own YouTube, right? because
Yeah.
just YouTube is so immensely successful.
Yeah, it's insane.
So they're basically like getting like celebrities and I think some like influencers to like sign off to like only be I believe only like make content like for this platform called Quibi. And the shtick is that it's like every episode is like only 7 minutes long, but there's like a big overarching story or whatever, you know. So like one I've seen is like this couple wants to get rich, so they like want to start like a like one of those like home reno shows, you know, and so then they start filming, and then immediately after they break open the wall, they find out like the walls are just stuffed with money from whoever house like it belonged to, you know, before them, and
That's definitely some illegal stuff going on in there.
yeah, so exactly, so um like that's just like kind of a taste of what they have like going on
Oh, okay.
and that stuff. But anyways, onto the random question generator.
Sick.
And the first question today, Willem, is what in a trailer automatically makes you assume a movie will be horrible?
Okay, you know, like the action style trailers for like King Kong and what's the other one? Like the big monsters.
Godzilla.
Godzilla. And they
Yeah.
just have like just the way they have the music and the theme set up is just like, you know, an intense music sequence and then no sound, and then you just see like a huge monster appear, and then it does it again and you see like a destroyed city. At that point I'm like, okay, this is going to be pretty bad.
It has like the oh my god, who made the Transformers movies again? Michael Bay, I think. Transformers. Great TV show too, by the way. Did you ever have any Transformers?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. And the TV show, they also had like an animated movie at one point. I really like that.
Yeah. Yeah, so Michael Bay has like infamous like movie sounds where it's just like a lot of bass and drums. It's like dun-dun, stuff like that. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah,
And
that's
then
like
like
in the
and then it's
trailer.
just a monster just going like, oh, it's like, oh, this is gonna suck.
And everyone it's just like a overhead shot of people like turning around looking at it and they're just like, oh no, he's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, exact. Oh man. Yeah, that's very cliche. Honestly, for me is like if it's like a bad song associated with the trailer, you know, if it's like not a really good song, like if they did like, you know, whip your hair back and forth, which low key slaps, but it's like still not a really good song in any sense. But you know you know that song, right? I whip my hair back and forth. Yeah. Like if that was like the background track to a trailer, I'm like, I don't think this is going to win any Oscars. That's probably what would be going through my head. All right. Let's get going on. So some of these are just super dark. Okay. What personal goals do you have?
I mean, I just want to get through school, get like a stable job, and kind of work, work my way up, start, making some money, get good at what I do, get promoted, and so on and so forth. And then I also want to have a few like side hustles, like some fun stuff that I like to do, and just like this podcast or whatever, see if we can branch off and do stuff with this podcast, and if it does become more successful, continue with this, and potentially like I don't know, just like side hustles and stuff. Don't want to just go into the humdrum of just work for the rest of my life,
Oh, 100%, buddy. I am the exact same way. I don't see myself working just one job in the future. I just want to have multiple sources of income. Get into like investing. That's definitely a personal goal of mine. Like I want to get into stocks and stuff.
Yeah, I've been doing a little bit of research, but I'm not quite there yet. But I really want to start investing.
Yeah, I need someone to help like walk me through that
Yeah.
stuff, you know. So, but yeah, like my uncle invests, so hopefully, and he does like landlord stuff. So you could help, hopefully, you know, teach me the ways, sensei.
Yeah, I would. I mean, depending, it would probably be down the line, but I would probably be fine with owning some property if you
Yeah,
find,
man.
in a good area.
It's
But
real estate I hear is just like an amazing, you know, like investment because everyone needs somewhere to live.
yeah, but it's also kind of risky because you might have, some asshole that just trashes your house and then just leaves, and it's a lot of effort and stress to track them down and all that stuff.
It's very true as well. It's like high risk, high reward kind of thing, you know.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But if
Um,
it pays off, then good times.
Absolutely. I'm just looking at the budget for the original Transformers movie. It was 1.1 billion.
Yeah, it's insane.
That's nuts, man. That's so much money. Oh my god. But the box office, like basically
4.84.
4.84.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, that's a great turnaround. Holy shit.
yeah.
4.84 billion.
That's
It's a lot of money. Hey,
wait.
people like
Yeah,
Transformers.
yeah. It's just the movies aren't that great, but they still did well. Like
Hmm.
Rotten Tomatoes 15%, IMDb 5 out of 10. Oh, actually no. The most recent Transformers did horrible, but its budget was so small too.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
Age of
wonder what
Extinction.
happened. Sorry, it was the last night, 2017.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
This one actually did pretty well too.
yeah. It's got 605 million,
Mhm.
but its budget was like 260 versus 1.1 billion.
Yeah.
Oh, was that?
5.2 out of 10. That's
Yeah.
not overly exciting, unfortunately, for them. But how did Bumblebee do? I wonder. Oh yeah, 102 million box office, 468 million. Not bad, not bad. Um, so as for the next question, what's the weirdest text or email you've gotten?
Um, I mean, we've all probably gotten emails from bots and stuff.
Yeah, that stuff
Like,
is strange.
I am Russian lady. Pay money and I come to
Yeah,
live, marry or whatever.
if you give me Google Play gift cards, I'll come over and marry you.
Yeah. It's like, oh, this is real.
Wow. Okay. What a currency. Wow. That's all it takes. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Have you gotten like I'm a Nigerian prince stuck in jail. I need to be transferred this much money to to get be like sent on bail or whatever. But then I'll be able to get more money for you later too.
Yeah, no, I haven't gotten that one. Um, but in like phone calls, I've gotten a whole lot of "you're about to be arrested by the federal government,"
Yeah,
and
bro.
I'm being investigated by the CRA. It's just like, well, jeez.
Yeah.
I guess I'm a wanted man or something.
Oh, have you ever gotten ransomware before where it's like RCMP, your browser is locked.
Oh,
We
you
need
mean like an ad that's trying to scare you into ransomware
well, like I clicked an
or something?
ad.
Or
I clicked an
oh,
ad
okay.
and then it like by accident because I was trying to X out of it and like screens like shift all the time, man. Like it's crazy. Like I just like have you ever tried to set X out of an ad and you just end up clicking it because it's like not the right part of the ad or whatever?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, like they have like 4 X's. You're just like, which one's real?
yeah, exactly that. That's some Shadow Clone Jutsu stuff, you know.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. Too many.
Too many. But yeah, and then it like redirected me to this website that just like the whole browser goes red, and I couldn't like exit out. And I'm like, wow, I fucked up.
Just
um,
like turn off the computer and it
I
works.
just turned
Working
I
all
just
right.
turned my computer off and on, and it was okay again. But like,
Okay, so
it
it's like
scared
just a
the
browser
shit
thing.
out of me when I was like
Yeah.
14. You know, trying to watch my my semi legal anime.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have Crunchyroll back then, so don't
There's only one option. There's only one
don't
option.
yeah, you have to go on oh my gosh. Oh yeah, Kiss Anime. Bro. Remember watching Legend of Korra on that in
Yeah,
high
yeah.
school, bro? Oh my god. Oh, good
Mr.
memories.
Winter's class.
Hmm.
Good times.
Man, I'm actually so happy because like they just put Avatar on Netflix in America, right? And like all this like media, like content creation is like Avatar based. I've been seeing, mostly on TikTok, of course, because that's my favorite platform. I'd say right now, um, and yeah, just amazing show and great part of growing up.
Yeah,
um,
the Avatar was fantastic. I remember I would randomly catch an episode here or there when I was a kid, and it was always like, I want to watch this TV show. And then finally, when I figured out what iTunes was, we're just like, well, we're buying everything, buying the entire series.
Bro, that was so dumb how iTunes would like encrypt their like
Yeah,
video files, and so you couldn't like play it on like your TV, even though it had like a USB port. So wish it
yeah,
could.
no, it sucked. But
Anyways,
you remember
next.
when we went to the library and we got like the Avatar Last Airbender game? Then we went to my house and we beat it in one night.
Yeah, buddy. No, but those I still have those games. They were mine.
Oh,
I
you
got
bought them?
from. Yeah, I bought them. I got them from like the discount bin back when like
Oh,
Rogers
yeah,
Plus
yeah,
used
yeah.
to rent movies and stuff. Oh, those were also the days. Holy shit! You get like a copy of like someone's like Pokemon game. And you just had like these level 100s, and you just like one hit everything. And you feel like
You're just like great.
you're the Pokemon master. Like no one can beat you.
Yeah, I was always too impatient for Pokemon. I would just feel like you walk too slow.
It is slow, man. That's why you need those, emulators where
Yeah.
you can
Eight
speed
times
all that
speed
up.
hack.
It can speed. Oh man, that was nuts. How fast you could play that game. How fast you just speed it up. You're like, and then you
Yeah.
get like super sensitive too, right? Like when you turned up the speed, so it's like if you held down the key for like too long, you just end up on like one side of the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
And because like it's moving so fast that your mind, what would usually take you 1 second to think of, according to the game, it takes like a minute. So then you check to see how long you've been playing. It's just like you've been playing for 6,000 hours. It's like, oh, all right, that's like
Damn.
a year.
Yeah, literally, man. Yeah, it speeds up the time, man. Oh, yeah, emulators are totally something else, man. I remember playing like Mega Man on my laptop too, playing and that game is just super hard, especially when you're just using a keyboard.
Yeah. Well,
But
emulators are like coming back. There's a lot of like handheld game consoles because the Switch is doing so well. There's a lot of people that are putting emulators on like a kind of like Nintendo Switch style thing, and then just selling it so you can play all you know your PlayStation, Nintendo 64, and like GameCube games.
did you ever have you ever seen those like you can get like TVs that just attach to like the console and you kind of like it turns into a portable thing?
Oh yeah, yeah, I've seen them.
I was watching this guy called like Scott the Woz, and he's just this like nerd, and he just talks about like old fashioned video game stuff. And he was like displaying this thing. They used to have like do you know like the Sega Genesis? Have you heard of that console?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah. So like the Sega Genesis, like I believe it still used cartridges. So it was kind of like a really big Game Boy you could play it on. It was a pretty ugly thing. It was like probably like the size of your keyboard. But like the screen was like a 1:1 ratio. Like and it wouldn't have been bigger, like the surface area of that probably wouldn't have been bigger than like I don't know. Um it would have been like maybe 2 inches by 2 inches. Like it was crazy because it was kind of
Yeah,
like CRT technology is what they had to work with like back then.
yeah. I mean, technology has gone done so much in the past few years. Like, have you heard of mini LED?
No.
No, so like, well, like, do you know the difference between like an AMOLED screen and an LCD screen, or like an LED screen?
Wait, LCD or like LED?
LED.
Okay. Well, isn't it just like the pixel density is like higher?
Yeah, yeah, kind of. So like on an AMOLED, which is most phones now,
Yeah.
it's every single pixel has its own like lights up individually. So then you have, a case where if your phone it has a black wallpaper, then the screen is actually off, right? Which saves power and all that
Oh,
stuff. And it also
that is
gets you
dope.
that really, really good contrast ratio, which helps a lot for color accuracy. But it has some drawbacks in the fact that like they heat up a little bit. Um, so occasionally you got that pixel burn where you'll turn off your phone and you'll still be able to see, an image on there because some of the pixels have burnt into the display of what, used to be on there.
Yeah.
But an LCD or a LED display has a backlight and then it shines through in zones. But like a mini LED, they figured out how to make each LED like 10 times smaller so that it has the same performance as like an OLED screen without the drawbacks. And it gets like super bright, has fast response times. Like it's cool technology.
That is awesome.
Anyway, they're going to be coming to MacBooks in the next year or two.
I was just kind of like wondering. I always think about this: is like, why do we have like the most complex screens on our cell phones right now? Like, wouldn't you rather have that like in a TV or like computer screen? Something kind of like
Yeah. Well, like the AMOLED thing is because it really makes sense for a screen because we turn them on, then we turn them off and turn them on again, and we change screens so frequently. But you think about, someone who's video editing, 90% of the elements on their computer might stay the same for hours and hours and hours, meaning you'll get that pixel burn in like a year or even less.
Okay.
So it's more a quality control thing, but this like mini LED fixes all of those problems.
Damn. Oh, okay. So when do you think we'll start like seeing this like technology more commonly?
There's a laptop that came out, I think it was 2 weeks ago, the first laptop with it. And then there's also like a prototype Samsung 8K mini LED TV that's currently like $18,000, but eventually it'll get cheaper, I hope.
That's wild. Is it like a wallpaper TV, or is it like a stand one?
I think it's pretty thin, but I think it's a stand one because you still need that backlight. So it is a little bit thicker. The wallpaper TVs I think have to be AMOLED.
Yeah, because it's the thinness and everything, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but on the topic of TVs, what was the most like recent show you've I can't speak, binge watched?
I mean, I haven't been watching an insane amount of TV. I've been watching Mr. Robot though. Most
Yo,
people
I hear
haven't
that's a
heard of
good
it.
one. I hear that's
Yeah,
a good
it's
show.
pretty good. It gets dark though, so I take long breaks from the TV show.
Like
But
dark, like scary dark, or like dark, like a lot of gore kind of thing.
like just kind of messed up. Like the main character has really bad mental health issues, and it's just like this is I don't feel like watching this right now kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay, I see how that could go. Yeah, down the
But
road.
I've been thinking about and probably I'm going to start watching Silicon Valley.
Is that like a doctor show?
It's about like four nerds that go to Silicon Valley to get rich because that's like a big tech sector, and then
Okay.
and then they, I guess, get famous. I don't know. I haven't really seen it. Oh, actually, the most recent TV show I've been watched was Space Force.
I started watching Space Force too. I think I'm like 75% done it.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's really funny.
Yeah, my roommate and I watched like the first two episodes, like the first night, and then the next night we watched like six.
Like I thought the first episode wasn't like very like enticing, and then like it got funnier as the the show went on, so I was happy I gave
Yeah,
it.
no, it got better and better.
For me, like what I've been watching a lot recently is, like I was saying the other day, was cooking shows. Oh my god, man, I love food. I just want to cook all these like crazy things. That I continue to watch. I think I was talking about like Asian food, particularly in the last podcast, but this time I was looking at like fried chicken and just like all the different variants of fried chicken. And I'm like, wow, this looks all like so delicious, you know?
I think we have a deep fryer here.
No way. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
we have some oil for it too, but I mean it's kind of risky, but we have one. So
How do you even get
maybe
rid of the oil after you use it, like, a few times?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I think it was Trent's grandfather's, and he's just like, I don't need it. Here you go. So
Here, have a deep fryer.
yeah,
It's been in the family for generations.
I think it was new when he got it, and he's never used it, so it's brand new, but it's 8 years old.
That's dope. That's dope. You definitely have to like see, like, try things that you wouldn't typically deep fry. Like man.
I just want to make some deep fried ice cream so bad. That stuff
Oh,
is so good.
oh, it is so good, bro. Like, this is actually kind of a common one, but it's still kind of weird to me. Have you ever had like deep fried like pickles or like zucchini?
No,
Okay,
because I'm
that
not
stuff.
really a fan of both of those things.
No way. Oh
Yeah.
man, it's so good, bro. I actually haven't had like a deep fried pickle, but I feel like I could get the gist of what it tastes like for sure if I think about it,
Yeah.
like a crunchy pickle, an even more crunchy pickle. But yeah, deep fried ice cream. Have you had deep fried like Mars bar or Snickers bar at like Jack Astor's
No.
before?
No, I really want to have those too.
I think I've definitely had one of those, and yeah, it's fire. It's like really, really good.
I mean, I feel so bad about eating it after.
Oh, you would. It's definitely like tons of calories, but hey, just set up your day knowing that you're gonna have a deep fried Mars bar later that day.
Yeah. Hey, prepare the week before. Just be like, hey, we're gonna hit the gym 2 times a day. Eat healthy. Just eat salad. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly it. But also barbecue, man. Oh, like they're grilling like whole pigs. Like it's definitely like if you're like vegetarian, you don't want to watch the show I've been watching, which is called Ugly Delicious. It's on Netflix. If you're like a super big foodie like me though, I definitely would suggest it. But yeah, so they like coat like these pigs in like vinegar, and then they put them in like these like barrels. Like they look like like a hobo trash fire. Like they look kind of like that, how that like stock image would look.
Okay. Yeah. Like
And
the one scene of the homeless people with the burning barrel in the middle.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
like that. And so it's just like a burning barrel. They shove like a whole pig in it, and they cook it, and then they have like pulled pork and bacon at the same time because they use like the whole pig. And it just all looks delicious. And there's this they went to like Japan, and they looked at the like Japanese barbecue scene, and there's this guy who like grills like chicken over this really expensive charcoal. And basically how like the chicken works is like it's like such like a fatty meat that like it drips down to the charcoals, and then the steam from like the grease evaporating on the hot charcoals cook the meat, and it just looks so flavorful because it's on a kebab. And who doesn't like a good food on a stick?
Yeah. My goodness, kebabs. So good.
How do you feel about pogos?
Pogos. I mean, I like them, but they're really, like there's a time and a place for a pogo.
Oh, definitely. It's like a good festival food or like fair food,
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
it makes me think about like supper barbecues or something, or just like when I was like young and I did something good, got like a good grade on a test. I think my mom bought me pogos once, so
Wow.
that's a fun story. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a pogos on point, especially if they're
But
celebratory.
I don't understand why it comes with like mustard packets though. Like why? I guess it's like
Yeah.
kind of convenient, but like where am I gonna have like a freezer where I won't have like ketchup nearby?
That's true.
So like I'm not gonna have ketchup. Like, definitely gonna have ketchup and mustard if I'm gonna eat the pogos. Like come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's hit that next question. Boom. What's the best and worst thing about the country you are from?
Um. Okay. Best thing, maple syrup.
Yeah.
Worst thing, French people.
Oh man, just
Um.
especially on the road, man. Like it's just
Actually, I don't know. The worst thing. I mean, overall, I think Canada's a pretty good place to live. I mean, it has its problems, like every country.
oh,
But
it's a phenomenal place to live compared to everywhere else. Like you
yeah,
know,
I would say uh, the humidity in the summer.
this is
It
the
gets
worst thing.
rough.
Yeah. Oh, this like is
Yeah.
recently, especially. Like I haven't remembered like having summers this hot like ever. Like in the last like 4 years have just been hotter than like any summer I
Yeah.
could ever remember.
I remember
And
there was a really hot one like 5 or 6 years ago. Like we were at the cottage or something, and it was just so bad. But yeah, the
lethal.
humidity
Yeah.
for the past few years has been off the charts.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, 100%, man. Does the humidity make it colder in the winter? Like if it's a humid day.
Um, I mean, humidity isn't really an issue in the winter just because it's so dry, because all the
Right.
moisture is like snow. Um, but that because all of that stuff melts, it gets into the atmosphere, and that's why it gets all humid. I think. I don't know. I'm not an expert at
I think
anything climate.
that sounds something like the water cycle stuff. I think Bill Nye
Yeah,
definitely, you know, taught us
definitely
that.
taught us that in grade 8, grade 9.
Uh-huh. I think the best thing from Canada, yeah, maple syrup is actually a really good point because like
Yeah. I mean, most of the places don't have it. They have like table
everything.
syrup or something like that. You need the
Yeah.
on point.
Um, Vermont though in America has maple syrup. It's also really good, but
Yeah.
Canada's definitely more well known
Yeah.
for having that. The worst thing about the country, I'd say the taxes. Are the taxes higher in Canada than they are in America?
I mean, yes, but we get stuff for the taxes, right?
Right.
Like
Yeah, we get
we
free
get the free
healthcare.
healthcare.
That'll
So
be
I
the
mean,
other best thing.
it's kind of hard to hate the taxes when you know can break an arm and
Yeah,
not pay
we
$1,000.
benefit from it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. True, 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 true. But also something I don't like about Canada is oh man, long winters. I'd have to say like it's good. I find it like it's nice up till like Christmas, and then after it's just like this is horrible. Especially when I used to like work morning shifts at McDonald's, and I'd be up 5 a.m. and the absolute freezing cold, and just like waiting for my car to warm up. Oh my god, that's the most
Rough.
brutal stuff
I mean,
ever.
when it's like minus 35 and it takes like the car just doesn't want to start. You turn the key and it's just chugging along. And it's
Yeah,
like it's okay, you can do it.
and I'm just like literally like getting up and it's still dark outside, right? So I feel like I'm in like
Yeah.
Nunavut or like the Arctic or something. Like I'm like, where's the sun? It's the morning. Come on.
It sucked when we were in school too. Like you just wake up, it'd be dark. You'd go to school, it'd be dark. You would leave school, it'd be dark. It's like okay,
Yeah, I remember one day like I think it was like dark until like the end of like first period. I was like, what? Like this is this is crazy. That's probably when they knocked off like another 15 minutes or so from like the beginning of school. And
yeah,
yeah. And like it ended 15 minutes earlier and well yeah no it
started.
started fifth yeah and started 15 minutes earlier. Okay.
Yeah, they just shifted it a little bit because apparently bus drivers were having a little bit too much trouble uh, dropping off all the high school kids and then getting the elementary school.
Oh, is that why? I did not know that was why. I thought they just wanted
Yeah.
to move it up. Okay. Makes sense. Um What is the funniest joke you know by heart?
Oh, I mean, right now I can't recall a single joke that I know. Oh yeah. Who would win in a race? A dog or a pie cost?
I don't know, man. I don't. What's a pie cost?
Oh, $4 to $5.
Ah! Yeah.
That's
No, I
probably,
love that
yeah.
joke. That joke is awesome. I was thinking of like the what do we want airplane noises. When do we want them? Meow.
That's pretty amazing.
So it's so stupid. Holy shit.
Oh wow. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I laid that one on the boys at the keg, and it was just like everyone needed a minute to collect their shit because
I mean,
It
it's
was
the
out
same
of
thing with the
nowhere.
pie cost one. You said that one at Bishop's, and like you could just see as soon as you said $4 to $5, you could just
everyone
see
was
the
obsessed.
wheels. The wheels would just start turning. They're just like, wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I'm also a big fan of the uh it smells like up dog in here.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what's up, dog? Nothing much, you? Or there's like the one, what is it like it smells like a hanging baby in here. It's like, what's hanging, baby? Nothing much. How are you, baby? Because it sounds like this horrible thing, like hanging babies. You're like, what?
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, smooth.
I mean, the other one that I think is pretty cool is like, what's the difference between a dirty bus stop and a lobster with boob implants?
We get one's a busty crustacean, one's a crusty bus station. That's
Hell yeah.
that's a good one too. What was the most incredible true story you've ever heard?
Oh wow. I feel like you can just roll like half the stories on America's Got Talent at this point, and
Oh my god!
and lump that into
What a
category.
show! What a concept of a show. Person with the saddest story wins. Or I guess it's more like the contrast between the best talent and the saddest story. Like it definitely takes them far because like fans have to vote for them.
Yeah, if you can make that connection for sure, then you're gonna go far. But you can't be like, if you have a sad story and you're bad and your talent's bad, then you won't make it past the first round.
Exactly.
So, but I can't really recall what the most, I guess, profound or real story that I can remember.
I don't know. Sometimes it'll just be like a grandma and she's like not good at really like what she does, and she's like 80 or 90 years old, and that's just kind of what she's like, oh my god, like I'm not too sure what you did up there, but I really like you. You're really cute. You're old, and that was my Heidi Klum impression, by the way. It was horrible, but
On point.
yeah. But yeah, they're just like move them forward because they're like, oh my god, they're so old and they're out here and they're doing their best. Like, let's go.
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy how we treat old people like children, like how we just kind of revert back to the treatment of people. Like, oh hi, like how are you? Are you doing well?
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, like even in America's Got Talent, like those people still don't win. They might make it past the few rounds, but
yeah, man, it has been as good recently, in my opinion. Like the guy, there was like this guy who had it's like what Stephen Hawking's has. Hold on, let me look it up. Disease and ALS. So yeah, this guy had like ALS, I believe, and he was a violin player. So he's like losing like dexterity in his hands, but he can still like play the violin like beautifully. So
yeah, that stuff is so wild.
That was inspiring.
When yeah, when you have someone who like they have so much trouble doing, everyday tasks, but then, when they go to the craft, the thing that they love, but just the muscle memory takes over,
Yeah,
and
it's
they're
like a
just
different
able
part
to,
of your brain
crush it.
almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, like the craziest like true story is like Spencer West from like Me to We, the guy who has like just arms, like no legs.
Yes. Yeah, I remember.
That guy's crazy, man. He climbed
Yeah.
the mountain
A mountain.
in Africa there. Kilimanjaro? No. Yeah, Kilimanjaro. Yeah. And did it with no legs, mind you, so that's freaking crazy. And he just came out, he's gay also, and I'm like, this man is like truly fearless and just does not care about like the perception of like others,
Yeah.
and is just
An
truly out here,
inspiration for sure.
yeah, to
Yeah,
do
an
like a
inspiration for sure.
good stuff,
Yeah.
Now to on a less serious topic, if you could talk to animals and they would understand you, but you couldn't understand them, what would you do with that power?
Wait, so if they would understand me? Oh,
Yeah, but you couldn't understand them, so you couldn't like use them for like recon or anything.
oh, I would just like do my best to like bribe them to do stuff. And like if they did it, then like it wouldn't really benefit me at all. But I'll just be like, you know, mess with that person over there, and I'll give you a treat.
Yeah, I was just thinking
And
of
like,
like being on some Snow White shit. You know that like when she's like having the forest animals like fold laundry and like dust the like bungalow of the dwarves and stuff.
yeah,
Man, I'll do that. Like yeah, come in here. Do my laundry, just do some chores for me, vacuum a
and
little.
I'll give you some food.
Yeah, and I'll toss you some sunflower seeds and breadcrumbs. Or I guess you're not supposed
Uh,
to really feed any animal bread.
yeah, probably not.
No. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, interesting question.
Yeah, it was interesting.
If you lived to 100, would you rather keep the body or the mind of yourself at 30 until you were
Mind,
100?
for
Mind?
sure.
Yeah,
Mind. I don't
definitely.
care how decrepit my body gets. Like, I'll still be able to manage, but I don't want to be. No.
Yeah, I just want to be like Professor X, like crippled, like in a wheelchair, but my mind just so powerful, I could just, wheel myself around and
Yeah.
do amazing telekinesis stuff. Because that's when I'm 30, I imagine my mind will be that powerful.
Oh yeah. Okay. Just get on Brainscape.
Go on coolmathgames.com. That's what happens when you beat all of them.
When you beat every single game,
At coolmathgames.com.
you just become a god.
You ascend. You ascend as a
But
being.
you also lose the ability to use your legs.
Every joke in Rick
It
and
just
Morty finally makes sense to you. But yeah, you can't
yeah,
walk
that's
because you've been playing too many math games.
yeah.
It works. It works. What is the most disgusting sounding word in the English language? Moist. Like that's not like even an opinion. Like isn't that just a well known fact? Moist.
Yeah, it's a pretty ugly word.
Moist.
I feel like okay, let's hmm,
or burgundy. Burgundy is not really a pretty word.
burgundy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not pretty, but I wouldn't say it's ugly either.
Burgundy.
Oh, there's a lot of words in here. I decided to like look up some what people found were
Some
ugly words,
ugly words.
and I don't even know what some of these are.
I knew a girl who hated the word crisp.
Crisp.
Yeah, or like
Oh,
crispy.
don't don't go to England.
Yeah, man.
It-
Don't order
I
French
mean,
fries and French fries in
yeah,
England. Yeah.
scab I guess is a kind of ugly word.
Scab. Yeah.
Yeah, quark.
You say
Uh,
pork?
no, quark.
Oh, quark. Quark's a
No, it's like
cool quark.
Quark. No, I mean I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, Quark. Quark. I think you're saying it right. I don't know. Quark makes you think of My Hero Academia. Quark. I have no idea. Quark.
Yeah.
Quark. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know
Quark
what the
is
fuck it is.
QUI, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
apparently it's an elementary particle and a fundamental. Okay.
Quark. Oh my goodness.
All right.
Bro, I don't see any particles on the front of Vogue magazine. So yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'd probably say moist is a pretty ugly word.
100%. 100%. What simple change could you make to your life that would have the biggest positive impact?
Biggest positive impact. I mean, would probably just be like to just get more exercise.
Oh, but I feel definitely that too. Or for me, I should like start like setting like an alarm or something so I can get like back into the routine of getting up early. So I can like, when school starts, I don't have to
Yeah.
like, feel like I'm dragging
Die.
myself. Yeah. Or just down pots of coffee. Like, oh, yeah. So those would definitely be good things. I miss the
Yeah,
gym
for
so
sure.
much. When you
But
say
man,
exercise, bro,
oh,
holy
yeah,
hell.
so true.
What would be the funniest thing to fill a pinata with? What kind of question is this?
Just a liquid like water. Someone hits it open, and just torrents of water.
I say divorce papers.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Could you imagine just wax it open and just like, Mom, what's this? Psych, Karen. I'm taking the
That would
house, bitch.
be wow.
That'd be brutal. I mean,
Yeah,
honestly,
that
in
would be
real life,
brutal.
real life, that would be like really sad. But and I'm not suggesting. Actually, I am suggesting. It would definitely be like a really good precursor to the serious conversation of getting a divorce. And just be like, haha, but wasn't it cool that it was in a pinata, right?
Yeah, sure. That's definitely what they'll be. They'll appreciate it.
That's how I
100%.
imagine the dialogue going, honestly.
Yeah.
Um, Also, bees, because that makes me think of that Oprah Winfrey meme where it's like, bees, bees, you all get bees. And it's just like,
Yeah.
it's funny because like she gives them all cars, and of course, like everyone's getting emotional and stuff. But like in that context, it just looks like
It's
people
just
are getting
bees.
like
Yeah.
upset because of the bees. Like, it's a horrible meme, but also clever in a very strange way.
The bees would be really angry too.
No, definitely. So what did you say? What did you say would be funny? You say spaghetti?
No, like water.
Water.
Yeah, they just like you're just standing underneath it, you hit it, and then just splash.
Splash.
Mhm.
I mean, I feel like that's a very vanilla idea, Put water inside something.
Wow, thanks, man.
Yeah. What about like fortune cookies? And that should be a thing.
And then you fill the fortune cookies with the shredded version of your divorce papers.
Yeah, it's like a little puzzle, like piece it together. It's a 2-in-1. 2 games in one.
Yeah.
Bust open the pinata and a puzzle. Oh, a P and P, a P squared.
Yeah, B squared.
Next question. Ooh. What is your favorite holiday?
I don't know. I'm not a huge holiday guy. I know you are. Like you're a huge you
Oh yeah, I love
love
holidays.
holidays. I don't know. I'd say like Christmas is fun. But I also like, I don't know, like a March break. I mean, it's not really like a holiday, just, time
Like
off.
vacation, yeah.
Like, yeah, like just a week time off, you can hang with the family, go, to the cottage or something like that. Like, I think that's um, more fun than like an actual kind of set aside like holiday thing. I mean, Thanksgiving's pretty good. So conventional holiday, Thanksgiving, but overall, like just like a week off, spend with the fam and friends.
Like Thanksgiving's really like probably yeah. I don't know. Honestly, Christmas is like Thanksgiving for me too, though, because you always have like a big family dinner,
Yeah.
and you get presents. So like it's like Thanksgiving plus Thanksgiving XL, you know. Uh but yeah, I agree. I think March break would definitely have to be like one of my favorites because it kind of reminds me. I just have a lot of good like memories. Like I used to go to Florida for March break when I was younger. And then when I was older, I just used to stay outside, watch tons of anime and like Studio Ghibli films.
Films are fantastic.
Which one is your favorite? Do you think you could pick?
I don't think so. Like the ones that I grew up with. So my mom um uh got us my like neighbor Totoro, Castle in the Sky, Spirited Away, and
Those are like my
um
top three.
yeah,
Okay, My Neighbor
um
Totoro.
and
Sucks.
Kiki's Delivery Service.
Ooh, I actually haven't
Those
seen that one, but I hear it's really
those
good.
are yeah, those are the ones that Josh gave us. Spirited Away freaked me out as a kid.
Yeah, okay, it's a scary. It's
Um,
probably my favorite Ghibli film is Spirited Away, but yeah, it's freaky. Oh, Howl's Moving Castle. It's also really good too. I've seen that one
yeah,
multiple times, like a lot.
yeah. There's also
Uh,
like my like Princess Mononoke or something like that.
yeah, I hear that one's really good, but that's like one of like the lesser known ones. Like,
Yeah, much lesser known. It's like like older, but I don't know. I just thought it was so cool that I got to grow up with some those cool movies instead of the conventional. It wasn't all just um
reboots and
yeah, or
gosh,
like yeah, like it was
like
an
the Teen Titans Go
original.
movie. What is that? What's
Yeah.
that bullshit?
Teen Titans, fantastic TV show.
Teen Titans
Not not
Go? Not
Teen
not
Titans
really.
Go. No, just go away. That doesn't even deserve to be
The
made.
original one is amazing. It is
Yeah,
so great. Yeah, yeah.
so
No,
is this
but
last question?
yeah, buddy. I'll hit you with that. Last question. Drum roll, please. Um. Ooh, what subculture do you wish you knew more about?
Um,
So subcultures are like fandoms and stuff like that, like
Fandoms?
groups of people, like essentially anything. Yeah, like like um, there's like Star Trekkers. There's I don't know. What do you call it if you're a Star Wars fan? Star Warsian.
Maybe, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, something like
Um,
that.
I don't
People.
know. Maybe if there's like kind of like a mechanic or like a electrician styled one. Like I think figuring out how stuff works and just like being with a group of people that like taking apart devices and fixing them. I think
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
For me, there's two. One is I want to know more about like underground like rap scenes and stuff. It would be kind of cool to go to like an underground rap show. Um,
Yeah.
and that's how like a lot of people get like noticed, right? Um, and the other one is like biopunk. So like biopunk stuff is like people putting like pieces of technology into their body for some kind of function. Like people are putting like like credit card chips in their hands. They just use tap that way instead of pulling out the card. They just slap their hand on the machine and it
Oh,
goes through. Um, so I think both of those cultures would be really worth looking more into because they just are really interesting to me, even though they're kind of
yeah.
different ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. I mean, in terms of like full on like cultures and stuff, I
Mhm.
really want to learn more. I mean, world religions, grade 11, I actually
Yeah,
really enjoyed that. So
yeah,
learning
me too.
about more religions and like the cultures around it, like that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah, I loved like I think Hinduism and like Buddhism were definitely like the most like interesting ones I learned about
Yeah, I
in that
also
class.
really liked Aboriginal spirituality.
Yeah, that
That
one
was
was
dope.
really cool too. Definitely.
Mhm.
Um, do you remember when the girl's hair got set in fire because they were doing like meditation stuff with
I,
candles?
I wasn't in that class,
Ah,
but
that's so
I remember
bad.
people talking about it.
So dumb. What were they thinking? Oh my god. Now they're like, okay, yeah, we're not going to bring candles to class anymore. You know.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, well, that wraps up today's podcast. Thank you very much for everyone for listening, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace, peace.
Peace, peace.